All right, what's up, VC? Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. It's been a great day. I got to hang out with my mother, my stepmother. Just a fantastic day. While we're on the topic of women, I just want to say that I'll make this quick. What's going on in this country is freaking scary and pathetic. I am for a woman's right to do, or I'm for anybody's right to do whatever the hell they want to do as long as it's not hurting anyone else. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Let's talk about some records, but once again, pathetic. Women, I am scared for you, and I'm with you. I want you to make the choices that you need to make for yourself. Anyway, sorry, but I'm not sorry. I'm getting to the end of my jazz stuff that I've acquired. I've actually listened to a lot of the stuff. I know I went through some of this stuff and showed it to you guys. I like to say a little bit about what I think about each album. I don't know if that's good etiquette for the vinyl community, but I'm not bashing anything. I'm just giving my opinion. I'm really doing it so that maybe if someone sees something that I'm showing, you could maybe have an idea what it sounds like. Because I know some of us will take a chance on something, and sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. So if that's not good etiquette, somebody please let me know. I love showing this stuff, and I love sharing my opinions about the music, only because I like to hear other people's opinions. It helps me make decisions about maybe what I want to check out or purchase or whatever. So with that being said, Herbie Hancock, VSOP, three different lineups. There's like a ton of good people on this. I went through these in a previous video, so I won't go through who all the players are. Got a sweet gatefold here, but I will give you a couple of details here. This is a 1977 CBS. I mean, yeah, I'll go through the players. Eddie Henderson, Freddie Hubbard, Buster Williams, Julian Priester, Wah-Wah Watson, James Levi, Ron Carter, Paul Jackson, Herbie Hancock, Tony Williams, Benny Maupin, Ray Parker Jr. Okay, I made notes this time because I forgot some of the stuff that I wanted to say last time. So side one on this is very fusion-y, which I kind of expected for 77, a little bit late for that. But then side two was like 70s crime fighting jams, which was actually kind of cool, I guess. But that's what that record's about. Next one I got, this is Hamp and Getz. Stan Getz. And, well, shit, what's his name? Well, I screwed up on that one. So anyway, I think it's Lionel Hampton, right? Anyway, it's on Norgan Records. Some pretty cool labels here. I think this was hard to get a year on this one. But this is a really great jazz record. What I liked about it was there was kind of a call and response between the two players, the two main players on here, Stan Getz and Hamp. I'll say because I think it's Lionel Hampton. It's like a friendly back and forth. It's almost like they're challenging each other. This guy's a really good vibes player, and hearing him go back and forth with Stan Getz on the saxophone was really neat. I don't know if I showed you the cover well enough or not. Here's the front, there's the back. This is really good jazz right here. I can't remember what era this was. You guys know what I like. Late 50s, early 60s. The other players, Shelly Manne on drums, Lou Levy piano, and Leroy Vinegar, my favorite name for bass players. He's on the bass. Really good stuff. You should check it out. The interplay between the two is fantastic. And it's upbeat, most of it. Alright, man. J.J. Johnson. Can't go wrong with this guy. This is a mono 6i on Columbia. Picked this up outdoors. Cleaned all this stuff up. It cleaned up very well. Picked this up outdoors in like 30-mile-an-hour winds. It was a kind of an insane dig, if you will. I got a lot of good stuff though. This is a very moody record. Very moody record for J.J. Johnson. He's really good, as you all should know, or if you don't, go check him out. But this record really drew me in. I don't know what was going on that night, but there was definitely some emotions going down. I showed you the back cover there. I think I did. Here's front side again. Yeah, excellent stuff. Just good jazz. You know, I'm not real big on all the definitions, modal and bop, hard bop, and all that stuff. It's just great. Extremely moody. Sorry for harping on that. Treasure Island, Keith Jarrett. I am a big Keith Jarrett fan. Don't think I have ever heard this until I bought this. Oh, that's a cool. I wish I could show it the right way, but I'll have to show it this way. That's a neat little artwork on there. Wow, Keith Jarrett, what can I say? I got introduced to Keith Jarrett via the album Expectations, which is what I like about Keith Jarrett. I'm not a free jazz person, but Keith Jarrett he just flirts with free jazz just enough, but they keep the rhythms going just enough so it doesn't lose you. That's what initially turned me on to Keith Jarrett. I think I discovered him in like '98, and I've just always enjoyed his stuff. This album is pretty much the same. What I have here for him, it's the formula. They dabble in free jazz, but they keep it together. They don't ever get lost. The rhythm's always there through one instrument or another. So it's really fun stuff to listen to if you just want to dabble a little bit in the free jazz. I think that Jarrett is strongest in his trio setup, which is Paul Motion, him, and what's the other guy? Let's see. So on this album, it's Keith Jarrett, Dewey Redman, tenor saxophone and tambourine, Sam Brown on guitar, Charlie Hayden on bass, Paul Motion, drums and percussion, Guilherme Franco and Danny Johnson percussion. This is recorded in 1974, February 27th and 28th at Generation Sound Studios, New York City. So the trio that I like is Jarrett, Motion, and Redman. There's a album from a hotel. I think it's got a deer antler on the front of it or something. If you see that, whoo, get that. It's so good. Oh man. All right. We got Tijuana Jazz with Gary McFarland and company with Clark Terry. I'm a big Clark Terry fan. It's a nice impulse here. We got it upside down gatefold. I know I've shown this stuff before, but like I said, I've actually listened to this now. Gary McFarland includes Joe Newman, Grady Tate, Bobby Brookmeyer, Toots Thielemans, and Gary McFarland. And of course, we've got Clark Terry appearing with him as well. I don't have a lot to say about this record. It's really clean, in good condition, and it's probably because This is jazz for white people. Plain and simple. You can figure that out. It's jazz for white people. Don't really know any other kind of description to give that. You know, I know the Latin sounds were big back in the day to kind of get some folks like me into it back in the day, and that's kind of what it is. There's nothing special going on about that, but it's fine, whatever. All right, Cedar Walton, Animation. Got a promo here, obviously. I'm holding it the wrong way. I don't think it really matters. There's him looking all... That guy means business right there. He's not playing around. This is Cedar Walton, acoustic and electric piano. Bob Berg, tenor sax. Steve Turry, trombone and bass trombone. Tony Dumas, blitz bass and electric bass. I don't know what a blitz bass is. Buddy Williams on drums. Al Foster on drums on one song. This is 1978. And I'm going to tell you what about this album. I did not want to like this. I really do not want to like this album, but I do. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm not big on smooth jazz or contemporary jazz. Man, this album's got a little bit of both, but it's got something kind of special. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's Cedar Walton, but he's doing something that makes sense and that really engages you with this stuff. You listen to it and you're like, oh, this is going to be some cheesy smooth jazz, but it's got this strength behind all of it, and it's coming from somewhere deep. You should check this out. It's one of those albums that you can't put a finger on, and usually that's a good thing. Cedar Walton, Animation. Yeah, good stuff. I can't wait to listen to that again. All right, we've got another Paul Williams. I've told you guys I have a cousin by the same name. I picked these up and give them to him. He does fun things with these albums at work. It's terrible stuff. I've said that before, but I actually listened to this all the way through this time, and I'm the MTV generation, so those of you that remember the show The Love Boat, I believe these are the songs that got rejected for The Love Boat. They weren't good enough to get on there. He is playing classics, so he's playing, this is all covers of other people's stuff. But man, yeah, I just thought, I just imagined, like, here's Gopher, here's Isaac serving drinks at the bar, there's always some romance thing going on, and the music drops. And it's this stuff, except this didn't make it because it wasn't good enough, but it's stuff similar to that. So if you know the reference, you can get an idea of what that stuff sounds like. Willis Jackson, Shuckin' on Prestige. Kenny Burrell, Tommy Flanagan, Montego Joe, and Roy Haynes. Love this cover, man. Good stuff. This is just straight up jazz from 1963. Just straight good stuff. Like I said, I'm not a jazz professional critic or anything. It's good stuff. Is it going to blow your mind? No, it's not, but it's definitely just straight up. If you like jazz, you're going to like that. Last album, I just kind of, this got in the stack on accident, but this is a good clean copy of Chet Atkins' Workshop. This guy has tons of albums out. He's an amazing guitar player from back in the day. I think he's still alive, possibly. There are a billion Chet Atkins albums, and my rule is I can only buy one if I'm out on a record dig. This is on RCA Victor. Still got the shrink on it. It's still got a really cool sleeve. Love that sleeve. Very similar to the insignia that's on the old RCA tubes that they use in guitar amplifiers and whatnot, which I do have one or two of. There you go. Extremely clean copy. Oh my gosh. But this is, a lot of folks will tell you if you want to get into Chet Atkins, I mean, he does freaking everything. But this is a good album. He's playing around with some effects, lots of tremolo, reverb, just fun stuff, and he's just a really good, intricate guitar player. So that's it. I have been out of my lane as far as music. I'm new to jazz pretty much, so I really can't discuss it and critique it that well, but I'm gonna drop another video here, a couple of more that's way in my lane, like rock and roll, that kind of stuff. So look for that to come at some point in the future. Otherwise, it's been a short one, I think. Great. Otherwise, have a good one, VC. Thanks for all the support, and see you next time.